Hello everyone. I hope you all are fit, fine and healthy at your home. So today I am going to teach Science of Class 8, Lesson 7, and the name of the lesson is Conservation of Plants and Animals. So let's start our session. First, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity refers to the variety of organisms living in natural conditions. All different kinds of plants on the earth constitute its flora, and all different kinds of animals are collectively called its fauna. Forests are natural resource. Forests are rich in biodiversity and are storehouse of the most valued natural resources. Forests consist of large areas of land covered with a variety of trees and other plants. They provide us with the three basic necessities of living, like water, food, and shelter. Have a look at the importance of forests. Forests provide timber for buildings and furniture. Forests help in balancing the gases in the atmosphere. Forests keep the environment cool and increase the chances of rainfall. The roots of the trees hold the soil firmly, thereby checking soil erosion. Forests provide habitat to a variety of wild plants and animals. Forests provide plant products such as fruits, nuts, gums, medicines, etc. Forests provide animal products such as honey, wax, etc. Now, deforestation and its effects. A great variety of plants and animals exist on Earth. They are essential for their well-being and survival of the mankind, but a major threat to the survival of these organisms is deforestation. Now, what is deforestation? Deforestation is clearing of forests and use that land for other purposes. Some natural causes of deforestation are forest fires and severe droughts. Man-made causes of deforestation include cutting of forest trees for the purpose like agriculture, building, house, and factories. Making furniture or using wood as fuel, etc. Now, consequence of deforestation. You have already studied about the deforestation and its various causes. Now let us discuss some of its consequences. Drought. Plant needs carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Few trees would mean that less carbon dioxide could be used up, resulting in its increased amount in the atmosphere. This will lead to global warming as carbon dioxide traps the heat rays reflected by the earth. The increase in the temperature on the earth disturbs the water cycle and may reduce rainfall. This could cause drought, soil erosion. Few trees result in more soil erosion, removal of the top layers of the soil, expose the lower hard and rocky layers. This layer of soil is less humerus and is less fertile. Gradually, the fertile land gets converted into desert. It is called desertification. Deforestation also leads to a decrease in the water holding capacity of the soil. The movement of water from the soil surface into the ground reduces, resulting in floods. Animals' life gets affected. Deforestation also affects the animals' life since forests serve as habitat to most of them. Deforestation also affects the animal life. Cutting off forests means the existence of thousands of species and varieties of plants and animals. Plants is referred as flora and animals is referred as fauna. Now, endangered or threatened species. Deforestation disturbs the balance between the biotic and abiotic factors. Many plants and animals may fail to adjust to this imbalance and begin to die. As a result, the population decreases and such species are then said to be endangered or threatened species. Overexploitation and human greed also make some animals endangered. Due to the illegal trade in animal parts, many animal species continue to suffer high rate of exploitation. Even today, there is a demand for rhino horn, tiger bone, and fur of several animals. These animals are hunted, although it is illegal. Illegal hunting of wild animals is called poaching. Existence of plants and animals. If forests are destroyed, many animals and plants that live in them may also face existence. For example, the cheetah have become extinct from our country. Many migratory animals face existence because many of the places they used to migrate have been alerted by human action. As a result, these animals do not have anywhere to go when weather conditions become harsh or food in their habitat becomes scarce. Now let us learn about the endemic species. For you to know, a species is a group of populations which are capable of interbreeding. Members of a species have common characteristics. Let me ask you a simple question. Do you find an apple tree growing in the South India? No. Apple trees are usually found in the northern parts of India. Thus, species of plants and animals which are found exclusively in the particular area are called endemic. They are not found anywhere else. A particular types of animals or plants may be endemic to a zone, a state or a country. Now, protection of forests. We need to protect forests the first and foremost step to protect the forest is to stop cutting trees in large numbers in order to develop agricultural land or for living. It is also necessary to stop killing or, in other words, poaching of wildlife animals for their skins and horns or teeth. Government laws against the killing of animals should be strictly implemented. The protected forest area is called wildlife sanctuary. Or in other words, we can say that a deforested area that can be restored by planting trees and other plants. This is known as reforestation. Now, protected sites or reserves. Our government has taken the following steps to protect forests. Natural reserves. These are usually designated areas to protect a particular kinds of organisms, group of organisms or species habitats. Now next, national parks. National parks are reserves of land or sea owned by the government and are protected from most developmental activities. The Haley National Park, established in 1935, was the first national park of India. It was later renamed as Jim Corbett National Park. Next, wildlife sanctuaries. India has many wildlife sanctuaries. Among these, the 29 tiger reserves are governed by Project Tiger and are of special significance in the conservation of tigers. Some wildlife sanctuaries are specially named as bird sanctuaries. Now next, reserves and protected forests. In protected forests, felling of trees, hunting, grazing and other activities may be permitted or as sustainable basis to members of certain communities, unlike reserve forests. Thus, reserve forests enjoy a higher degree of protection as compared to protected forests. Now, village forests. There are forested lands administered by a village panchayat on a sustainable basis, with the habitat, flora and fauna being protected by the community. Now, conservation program, Project Tiger. It is a wildlife conservation project initiated in India to protect the Royal Bengal tiger. It was launched on April 1, 1973. The project aims at tiger conservation in tiger reserves located in various regions throughout India. The next, Project Elephant. It is a conservation project launched by the government of Karnataka to protect elephants in the state. Now next, zoo. In the past, zoos were mainly display facilities for the purpose of public enjoyment and education. As many kinds of animals are struggling to survive in the wild, many zoos have taken on the additional role of building up number of such animals throughout captive breeding programs. Several kinds of endangered animals are now being bred in zoos. Now, aquaria. Aquaria have largely been a display and educational facility. However, they are assuming importance in captive breeding programs of rare aquatic animals. Aquaria is also called fish bowl, as we have seen. The next, botanical gardens. Botanical gardens are the gardens dedicated to the collection, cultivation, preservation and display of a wide range of plants labeled with their botanical name. Botanical gardens are run by universities and other science research organizations. For example, the Lal Bagh Botanical Garden. It is situated at Bengaluru. It is in Karnataka. Was started initially as a private garden by Hyder Ali, ruler of Old Mysore in 1760. Today the garden is spread over 240 acres. It has nearly 1,850 kinds of plants beside a large collection of rare plants. The role of government in conserving biodiversity. Involvement of the government in a vision to the preservation of biodiversity. Implementing laws and taking timely measures to protect living organisms and habitats are important. Implementing laws and taking timely measures to protect living organisms and habitats are important. However, it is not enough just to have laws. There must also be the will and the resource to enforce them. Many kinds of animals travel across many lands and oceans that are not honored by any particular country. All such animals should be protected by international law. Biodiversity conservation is therefore an international problem requiring an international solution. In 1992, 156 nations signed an agreement on biodiversity at the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, that is the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. The agreement known as CITES. That is, the full form of CITES is the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. Was for limiting trade in endangered species. Cities prohibit commercial trade in endangered plants and animals. This is a convention which comes into effect in 1975. So with this, I wind up. I hope you have understood this lesson. So let's meet in the next class. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and keep learning. Thank you.